Good evening. This is the 5FM Radio Main News. The headlines. Occupational Health and Safety Bill becomes law. Mwamba dismisses reports of ministerial resignation. Ugandan leader extends 40-year rule after winning contested polls. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie Banda. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security has announced that the Occupational Health and Safety Bill number 17 of 2025 has officially become law. The bill was assented to by President Hakainde Hichilema on 23 December 2025 and will now be cited as the Occupational Health and Safety Act number 16 of 2025. The enactment of the new law marks a significant milestone in strengthening occupational safety and health standards in workplaces across the country. Under the new act, the Occupational Health and Safety Institute, or HSI, will be empowered to extend occupational health services to all sectors of the economy. Since 1945, occupational health services have largely focused on the mining sector, leaving workers in other industries with limited protection against occupational diseases. The Act repeals the previous legislation and introduces mandatory workplace health and safety committees with equal representation from employers and employees. Meanwhile, Ministry of Labour and Social Security Permanent Secretary Mr. Zechariah Luhanga has urged the Occupational Health and Safety Institute to ensure effective implementation of the new law in line with national development priorities and internationally recognized occupational safety and health standards. This is according to a statement issued by Ministry of Labour and Social Security Principal Public Relations Officer Mwakandawa. Minister of Community Development and Social Services, Ms. Doreen Mwamba, has clarified remarks she made during a vehicle handover ceremony held yesterday, following reports suggesting that she had resigned from her ministerial position. Addressing journalists during a media briefing today, Ms. Mwamba explained that she took advantage of the occasion to thank members of staff, those who had traveled from various districts, noting that another opportunity to meet before Parliament is dissolved. She emphasized that she is a nominated member of Parliament and contesting as a member of Ms. Mwamba clarified that she did not state that she had resigned as Minister of Community Development and Social Services, contrary to reports published by some sections of the media. She further expressed gratitude to President Hakainde Hichilema for the opportunity to serve as Minister of Community Development and Social Services.
It was crystal clear. I will not be contesting. I will not. I have no ambition to contest in any constituency in the country. In the forthcoming August general elections. And I don't really understand where this confusion is coming from and thinking that I've resigned when I've been very open about my health and the status of my.
The Ministry of Tourism has addressed reports circulating on social media regarding the sighting of a rhinoceros in the Dambwa residential area of Livingston. The ministry has confirmed that a white rhinoceros named Lewis temporarily strayed from Mosia Otunya National Park on the night of Thursday, 15 January 2026. According to the ministry's public relations unit, preliminary investigations revealed that the incident occurred after a section of the park's perimeter fence was damaged and lowered by elephants, creating an opening through which the animal exited the protected area. Further assessments indicate that the rhino's movement was triggered by a natural interspecies territorial conflict. The park currently hosts mm, two mature male rhinos that have recently been involved in repeated dominance encounters, resulting in Lewis being driven out to the park and into the nearby residential area. Officers from the Department of National Parks and Wildlife worked tirelessly throughout the operation to ensure the safe recovery of the animal and the protection of surrounding communities. To prevent further territorial conflicts and to enhance public safety and animal welfare, the ministry, through the DNPW, has initiated plans to translocate one of the mature male rhinos to another approved conservation facility. The ministry has since confirmed that Lewis was safely guided back into Mosotunya National Park by 21:45 hours. Zambia Sugar PLC board chairperson Rosetta Chabala has commended the company for achieving 1 billion United States dollar in market capitalization on the Lusaka Securities Stock Exchange. Speaking during a bell ringing ceremony to mark the milestone on Friday at Saruva Hotel in Lusaka, Mrs. Chabala congratulated the board and management for ensuring the company became the first away from energy and mining sectors, and 30 years after becoming the second firm to list on LUCE. Mrs. Chavala stated that such an achievement does not happen in a vacuum, hence thanking stakeholders and all other market participants for placing their trust in the brand. She further attributed the milestone to tangible investments by Zambia Sugar, both in expanding its power production as well as overall production capacity improvement, including the estate areas as well as introducing new irrigation technology. At the same event, Zambia Sugar PLC Managing Director Oswald Magwensi thanked the staff for their resilience, teamwork, and focus on execution of the strategy, taking advantage of the favorable investment climate and attractive policy environment. He also highlighted an outlined first plan to continue hitting a growth trajectory, beginning with expanding power production to 60 megawatts by 2030 from the current 40 megawatts, which is already being increased by 13 megawatts by the end of this year, bringing it to 53 megawatts.
We are proud of this achievement. We've been working on it for a very long time. I spoke about our 60th anniversary, and so soon after the 60th anniversary, to reach this milestone of US $1 billion market capitalization is really a tremendous and monumental achievement, which we are proud of as a management team, as a company, and also for our shareholders. So I think the market responds to performance, consistency, resilience, and a track record. So I think as Zambia Sugar, we've demonstrated all these elements. We have encountered headwinds and we've been able to overcome them. Our financial performance has been consistent since we reached 1 billion kwacha in terms of profit. We've continued to grow profits to 2.6 billion, and now we can, as a straight line, say we are now at 2 billion kwacha.
Save the Environment and People's Agency SEPA has expressed deep concern over the recent flash floods that have affected more than 200 households in Mutendere. In a statement, SEPA Chief Executive Officer Ms. Miles Muke cautioned Zambian citizens living in waterlogged and flood-prone areas, noting that they remain highly vulnerable to flash floods, especially due to the ongoing effects of climate change. Ms. Muke urged the government to take immediate action by relocating affected residents to safer areas and ensuring that they do not return to these high risk locations once the rainy season subsides. She further called on the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit DMMU, the private sector, and other cooperating partners to respond swiftly by providing essential relief items, including food, bedding, and other basic necessities to help affected communities recover. Ms. Muke emphasized that SEPA has consistently advocated for preparedness in the face of climate change, adding that proactive measures should have been taken earlier to relocate residents, particularly after meteorological reports warned of potential flooding in the affected areas.
In Tendere compound that have been affected by flash floods following the heavy rains that Park has been receiving, including other parts of the country. First, I would like to also to be very frank with the Zambian people that when you are settling, please settle on the right place. Settling in the waterlogged places or near the streams or near the river, it's dangerous. The Water Management Act says that not until after 50 meters away from either the stream, the river, people should not tamper with that place because it's a buffer zone of the river. Unfortunately, in Lusaka, people have settled anywhere where they found land on.
And in other news trending this evening, the 14th session of the Democratic Republic of Congo DRC Zambia Joint Permanent Commission on Defense and Security has resolved that the DRC government will provide adequate security to international truck drivers to prevent attacks while ferrying goods throughout the country. The Zambian government is in the process of developing a mineral tagging system for the mining sector aimed at curbing leakages in the value chain and addressing illegal mining activities. And in news from across our borders, Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni has been declared the winner of Thursday's election, extending his 4 decades in power by another 5 years. He gained 72% of the vote, the Election Commission announced, against 25% for his closest challenger, Bobby Wine, who has condemned what he describes as fake results in ballot stuffing. Wine has not provided any details, and the authorities have not responded to his allegations. But African Union election observers said they saw no evidence of ballot stuffing. Wine has called for non-violent protests. Museveni, 81, first came to power as a rebel leader in 1986, but since then has won power. And in sports news, Zambia's Nchimunya Mwetwa has been appointed to lead the International Olympic Committee (IOC) Believe in Sport campaign at the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Olympic Games, which will take place from 6 to 22nd February 2026 in Italy. Mwetwa, who previously served as an IOC Believe in Sport ambassador at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, will be based in the Olympic Village, where he will engage athletes and their entourage members in Milan and Cortina, raising awareness on the prevention of competition manipulation and the importance of fair play. Speaking to the NOCZ media team, Mwetwa said the assignment presents another opportunity to promote clean sport, share his lived experience, and educate athletes on the risks and consequences associated with competition manipulation. Reacting to the appointment, NOCZ President and third Vice President of the Association of National Olympic Committees of Africa, ANOCA, Alfred Foloko, expressed pride in Mutua's continued recognition, describing the role as well deserved in light of his commitment to promoting fair play and safeguarding sport integrity. Foloko added that Zambia and the African Olympic family remain proud of Mutua's efforts, noting that his works within rather the Olympic movement is expected to inspire athletes to speak up and uphold the highest standards of integrity. Up next, the weather report.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Western, Southern, and Lusaka province, including the western parts of Central, Eastern, and Northwestern provinces, mainly cloudy, slightly windy, and mild with rain and thunderstorms. Heavier falls are anticipated over Luangwa, Kalomo, Macha, Iteji districts and surrounding areas. Copperbelt, Luapula, Northern, and Muchinga provinces, including the eastern parts of Central, Eastern and northwestern provinces mainly cloudy, slightly windy and mild with isolated rain and occasional thunder. Ends our weather report, and our item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines.